Peter Flynn of Billerica. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and most of you know by now that this program is on videotape. We do our taping right here at Sammy White's Brighton Bowl, sometimes several weeks before you actually see it telecast. It's always 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, and it is that total pinfall which will determine our winner. And he will be rewarded with a handsome marble-based trophy from the Ace Trophy Company of Boston as a permanent souvenir. The runner-up will receive a smaller but otherwise identical version indicating he was a participant on our show. Now for money. Guaranteed prize money of $1,150. $700 goes to the winner, $300 goes to the runner-up. There's $50 available to the winner of each string, and obviously, should they tie, they would split that at $25 apiece. For a 400 series, an extra bonus of $100. We have a high-low jackpot, which is now worth $100, the 1-7-10. If neither hits that, we'll add $25 and do that every week till somebody walks away with whatever has accumulated. Bonus money during the strings. 3 marks in a row. Any combination of strikes or spares establishes a bonus of $50. Then each subsequent consecutive mark in that same string would be worth $50 apiece as long as he can keep it going. For 3 strikes in a row, an additional bonus of $1,000. And for each subsequent strike after those 3, $1,000 apiece. That's about it. Let's get started, which we'll do right. Peter Flynn of Billerica. Winds up with side by side. Almost. 6 and 10. Makes it. Peter is married, father of 1 son named Sean. He works at A.W. Chesterton Company. He's representing the Granada Lanes. League average 127. Just 4. His high triple is 469. His high single 196. Chopping a little wood. So he has 5 pins still standing, and he goes for the 3 on the right. Gets 2 of them and settles for a 7. Now here's our defending champion, Richard Halas from Chelsea. Also 127 league average. 486 triple, 189 high single. He has the diamond on the right, made up of the 3, 5, 6, and 9. Took off just the 6. Richard is married and has 1 child, a daughter born last December 3rd. Colby Eileen is her name. And he works for Sam Hootstein and Sons. This is the 4th week for Richard Halas. Everything but the 5 went down, and they just kept tumbling one after the other. Hawk won his title by defeating Charlie Jutras. Made it as he picked off the 5, so each bowler now has a spare. Peter Flynn. And Peter has himself a strike in the 3rd. 2 bonus balls to roll. Just 2 as he hit on the left side and punched out the 2 and the 8. But he has another bonus ball. Here it comes now. So the total fill is 7. And he settles for a 9. Richard Halas is coming up. Remember, he's working on a spare. Everything except the 9 pin. So it's a big 9 fill. Right on. 2 in a row now for our defending champion, Rich Halas. And he does what Peter Flynn did. He went to the left of the head pin and punched out the 2 and the 8. Missing the head pin to the right side that time, and he winds up with a 1, 7, 6, and 10. A 6 box. Okay, we're going to take a little break right now, as we always do in the opening string. Take a check on what the score is after the bowlers are just getting warmed up. There it is at the end of 4. Today's challenger, Peter Flynn of Billerica, 47. And our defending champion, Rich Hawk Halas of Chelsea, 46. Flynn now rolling in the 5th box, first string. The 5, then the 7, 8, and 9. So the triangle is the 5, 8, and 9. Little wood next to the 7. That did it. That did it as he hit the 5 and the 9. Taking those 3 and kicking it over to pick up the wood that was against the 7 and make the spare. Here's his bonus. Big 9. The kingpin's still there. The walls are all knocked down, and the king is there. He's got it. So Peter Flynn has a spare in the 5th and a spare in the 6th.
Big one, Richie.
Rich Halas put 2 together in the 2nd and 3rd, but in the 3rd he punched out and had only a 2 for a fill. This time he's got 4 horsemen left side plus the opposite corner pin, the 10. 1, 2, 4, 7, and 10. Beautiful, but the 7 is still there. A piece of wood came up against it, but it's still standing. Pretty shot. Everything went except the 7. Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee, has called time and gone to get a loose ball and gets his usual round of applause. There's a 10 for Rich Halas. Two, 4, and 6. Nice try. He didn't get the 6, but oh, he hit that 2 and 4 beautifully and kicked it over to the right. Just missed the 6. And right on the single pin for the 10. Now Peter Flynn, with a chance for bonus money, has 2 marks in a row, as you can see in the 5th and 6th. 4 horsemen right side still standing. He gets 6 for the fill. Yes. The 10 just did go. Hesitated for a moment, then dropped. But that's worth $50 in bonus money for Peter Flynn. Just a wee bit too full on the head pin, and he gets 4. His object pin becomes the 3. He's got the 3, 6, and 10 on the right, and then over on the other side, he's got the 4, 7, and 8. Okay, the bonus stops right there at 50. Hit the middle pin, the 4, and leaves the other 2, so it's an 8 box. 104 through 8. Now Rich Halas coming up. And he hits the head pin too full. 1 pin more standing than would be there for the spread eagle. He got 3 instead of 4. Took the left side out. He still has 3 pins on the right.
3 more.
Got 2 of them, and he hits the 9. 21 pin lead, 96 to 75 for our challenger Peter Flynn right now. In his 3 previous weeks, Rich Halas has rolled very well, a 376, a 408, and a 384. There's the big hit. Everything except the 5. Once again, it's the kingpin, and now a piece of wood is rolling, not quite up to it. Maybe just enough to be a distraction. It looks as if it's too far this way to be really much help. Well, let's wait and see. He got it. Played it well. He hit the very end of the piece of wood so that it would carry it in towards the pin and made the spare. Now here's Peter Flynn. 9th box. Punches out the right side, the 3 and the 9 on a half Worcester. Comes back to make a spare. Well done. Didn't let that half Worcester bother him. He came right back again. He gets 8, but the 2 pins that are standing are side by side down there, the 9 and the 10. Ralph Stewart has to take a piece of wood that is, well, he's looking at it now, waiting to see where it's going to stop. Now he takes it. Had to wait to see if it did stop this side of the deadwood line. Anything behind the deadwood line must be left there. Peter Flynn goes. He tried a shot using some wood, but it just didn't work. So he's at 130 right now. Make that 132. Now he's just looked up towards the ceiling as much as say, why didn't I play it that way instead of playing the other one? It would have been a spare. It does appear that Peter will win the first string, but of course Huck Halas is working on a spare right now, and he could mark his way out. Big 8 and a chance for another. He's got the 1 and 2 to pick up for another spare. Oh, too bad. That miss really hurt. So instead of going for a spare, he was going for a 10, got one of them for a 9 and a 102. Huck Halas winds up right in. He's got the 3, 5, 6, and 10 with wood right across the 3. Oh, got everything but the 10. And it's a 9, and it winds up at 111. So $50 more for Peter Flynn as winner of the first string, in addition to 3 marks in a row for $50. At the end of 1, our challenger, Peter Flynn from Billerica, 132. Our defending champion, Rich Hawk Halas of Chelsea, 111. Okay, Rich Halas now as defending champion, leading off in the middle string. He knocks down 7, but he still has standing the 4, 6, and 7. Piece of wood on an angle in between them, but a little bit this way, so he may be able to use it. He'll try. Yep, it worked. Use the wood when you can. Kick it one way and have the ball go the other way. Seven. Just missed 2 in a row. Still 1 pin standing, the 10 pin. Peter Flynn. In case you just joined us, he won the first string, 132 to 111. $7-10 split. Wood against the 10. Oh, what a good try. Got the ball to fly over and got a piece of wood to roll across, but the 7 is still there. 10. The left-hander fires and gets everything on the right, but leaves the 4 horsemen. 1, 2, 4, and 7. He made it. It was a little delayed as the 7 was still standing, but a piece of wood came across and got it. Now Rich Halas coming up. Rich had a spare in the first with a 7 on it. Nice hit. Got everything except the 10 pin. There it goes, and he has a spare. Al Giglio keeping score on that big scoreboard, and Keith Williams keeping score beside me. Bonus. 8-pin drop. Tough split. He's got 2 pieces of wood up against the 3-pin on the inside, and the 7-pin is all alone. So he's going to try to use the wood to get that ball to go over there and get that 7 while he takes out the 3. See if he can work this angle. He did. All right. Nice shot. Nice shot. And Peter Flynn tells him so as he comes up. A very pretty spare. Peter Flynn is working on a spare as he comes up. Bonus. It's a 7-pin drop, but a tough split. He has the 6 alone over on the right-hand side, the 4 and the 7 on the left, and no wood to help. You heard a little ooh and ah because when he took the 4 and 7 out of there, he got them to bounce off the sidewall, and one of them came across, but not near enough to knock down the 6. We'll check the score again right after this box. Big 9 drop, just the 7 pin alone to pick up for a spare. He's waiting for a piece of wood to roll off. It has. The 7 is there alone, and he goes after it, and he has it. So each of them will be throwing a bonus ball when we come back. Now remember, Peter Flynn rolled a 132 opening string to Rich Halas 111. Halas has come back here to pick up some of it. So the score at the end of 4 here in the middle string is Peter Flynn 47 with a bonus ball to roll. Rich Halas 55 with a bonus ball. Halas coming up to try to make it 3 in a row. He has 2 marks up there. This is a bonus ball on the second one. All right, it's 5. This can be tough, as you know. We have a 4 horseman on the left-hand side and the 9 pin. He was concentrating, as almost anyone does, to try to get that 9 pin because it's easier to get the 10 than the 9 just because of the angle. As a result, he didn't get either the 9 or the 7. 5 was the fill. Too full, he knew it. Just as soon as he released it, he could see it coming in full. He winds up with the 2 and 4 and the 3 and 6. Oh, what a great try. He took the 3 and the 6 on the right-hand side, kicked it over and got the 4, but the 2 is still there. And it is still there, so it is a 9 box. Peter Flynn is working on a spare as he comes up. This will be a bonus ball for Peter. You can see it up there. It's a drop of 8, and what he has standing is the 1 and the 8. The wood that's it's just not quite in between the two of them, and probably will not be too helpful. No, it was a hindrance. In fact, he missed the 1, hit the wood, and kicked it out of there. So, a 9. $16-pin lead. It was 21. Kind of a soft hit that time. He winds up with the 2, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, and the 10. And just 2 on the left out that time. So it appears as though this will be probably an 8 box. Nope, it's a 7. All right, here's Rich Hawk Halas. He has an opportunity to pick up some more. He has 3 marks. Peter has 2 so far, and as a result of the 3, the extra one, Hawk has picked up 5 pins. 2 full, almost a spread eagle, 1 extra pin standing. He got just 3. So he has on the left the 2, 4, 7, and on the right he has the 3, 6, 9, and 10. Still 3 more standing. An 8 box. Next week our challenger will come from the Middlesex area, but that roll-off has not yet been held, so I can't tell you who the challenger will be. Once again, just a little bit too full on the head pin. He winds up with the 3, 4, 6. Oh, it looked for a minute as if he was going to be able to just shave that 3 and kick it over to get the 4. But a little too far to the right, taking out the 6 only. 9. All right, Peter Flynn's had just 2 marks in this middle string. In the second and in the fourth box. Strike. First bonus ball. Oh, that close to 2 strikes in a row. 1 pin still standing, the 9 pin. Wood against it. He has it for a spare. So Peter has added to his lead so far. He was up by 21. He's just picked up 6 more. Now Rich Halas.
Pick it up, Fred. Pick it up.
Ever since the fourth box, Rich has not been able to get a spare leave. He's at 9, 9, 8, and 9.
Oh, nice drive.
He made a nice effort on that, but it was a tough split because he had the 6 over on the right and 3 pins on the left. All right, he's pinning for a 105. Had a disappointing for him 111 opening string because his league average is 127. And he's been averaging that on our show, or better. Missed the head pin. 4 horsemen on the right side, the 7 pin, and Wood lying right across the 1 and 2 on the side nearest the 7. Yes! It went. Pretty spare. All right, he's at 115 and has a chance to go to 125. It's 6, 121. Ralph Stewart calls time and goes down to get a loose pin before the reset button can be pressed. Phil Rubin, of course, is our producer and director. Joanne Panto, our statistician and secretary. I've already mentioned our 2 scorekeepers. And you've heard Ralph's name mentioned 2 or 3 times. Our regulars. Here's Peter Flynn. Peter gets himself a break as the 10 went down. He didn't expect that. He thought he was going to have a tough split. So 7 is the fill on his mark, and now he's going for, yes, his 3rd in a row and $50 more in bonus money for Peter Flynn. $150 in bonus money now. Too full on the head pin. He got 5, but he gets himself a split. 2, 4, 7, 3, and 6. Boy, he moved them. He moved them. He's won this string also, so give him another $50. A 9. 132 and 132. So Peter has twice put 3 marks together for $50 each and has won the 1st and 2nd string for $50 each. So he has $200 in bonus money right now. And the score at the end of 2 is Peter Flynn, our challenger today, 264. Our defending champion, Rich Halas, Flynn, on the line to lead off in the third, and he leads in the match by 32 pins right now. He's got the diamond plus the 7 over on the left-hand side. In other words, he's got the 3, the 4, 5, and the 7, 8. 5 and 8 still there. A 9. Two full again on the head pin, and he winds up this time with 2 pins on the left, the 2 and the 4, and on the right, the 3, 6, and 10. Just one, the 4. Took the 3 out on the right, so he made it a pair of 9s, leaving the door open for Rich Halas to come up and get a couple of marks. And when you are at the beginning of a third string and down by 32, it can be made up in a hurry. It's got the 2, the 9, and the 10 with wood. Wood perpendicular to the 2. The 10 is still there. He got the 2 and the 9. That picks up 1. .31 pin lead now. The 3, the 5, and the 7. It's a piece of wood, but it doesn't seem helpful because it's to the right-hand side of the 3. No! Beautiful! Beautiful shot! He just came right into that 3, 5 pocket and kicked that 5 over to get the 7. Beautiful spare. Here's Peter Flynn. Peter chops out on the left-hand side the 2 and the 8. Got 4 more. But he's got the 5, 7, 9, and 10. And obviously got the 5 and 9, the 2 in the middle, and left the 7 and 10. So Peter has had a 9, a 9, and an 8. While Rich Halas has had a 10 and a spare. Here's another tough split. It's the 6 and 7. There's some wood right in front. Now the wood that he wanted has just rolled into the pit. It was between the 6 and the 7. So he got the 6, but the 7 is still there, and the best he can do is a 10. Which he does. So in 4 boxes in the third string, Peter Flynn has gone 9, 9, 8, 7. And Hawk Halas, our defending champion, who's trying to gain ground, has a 10 and a spare, and we'll see how much more he cuts into the lead. He's already picked up 1. And here he adds 6 more. So that brings it down to 25. Two, 7, 8, and 10. That's what he's looking at. Didn't get the 2, so he's still got the 2 and the 10. He's opposite an 8, so he will not lose any ground to Peter in this one. Picks up 1 more. 24, that's the lead right now. 24 pins. too full on the head pin. He winds up with 3, 4, 6. But he misses everything. The next shot. Peter Flynn almost had a strike. One pin still standing, the 8 pin. He's got a piece of wood diagonally in front of it. He hit the wood and did not get it. He's looking up at the ceiling as much as to say, I cannot believe that I didn't get that one. I can't believe that I missed that one. Takes it for a 10. Only one mark so far by either bowler in the first 4 boxes for each, and the first 5 in the case of Peter. It fell the wrong way for him, but he's got 1 pin standing. This time it's the 9, and he has wood right in front of it. And it'd be very difficult to miss this one. He did not miss it and gets a spare, his first mark. It comes in the 6th box of the 3rd string. He rolled consecutive 132 in the 1st and 2nd strings. And our defending champion, Rich Halas, rolled a 111 and a 121. Here's Rich now. He almost had a strike. The 4 pin is the only one. And now Ralph takes a look at the wood, and the wood is a little tricky. I'm over to the right a couple of lanes, but I think he can get a clear shot at that 4. He did. The danger in something like that, the hindrance obviously, is when it becomes a roadblock. By that meaning that there's no way that you can get to the pin you want because of a piece of wood in front of it that's too far in front to be utilized, or the angle it's at. Okay, here is a bonus ball. He's got 8, and he's in a perfect setup for another one. Time call. Ralph Stewart wants to go down and take a look at a pin that's rolling this way, but it will not be in his line of vision, even if it has to remain there. He's waiting for it to stop. It is this side of the deadwood line, must be cleared. And now for a spare, he has the 3 and 9, and wood is a cross right between the two of them, which should help get that back one. He missed the 3 completely. Unbelievably, he missed the 3 entirely. Got it this time. He's so good on single pins ordinarily that you're just surprised when you see him miss one. Now, Peter Flynn. Six is his fill, but he has a tough one if he's going to convert it. Almost impossible. He's got the 2 and 3 side by side, then the 4 and 7. He gets only the 4 out of there. It's just a 7 box. In completed frames, he has a 22-pin lead. All right, he has the 8-pin alone to pick up with wood. Remember now, he missed this once before as he took the wood out only. Not this time, though. He makes the spare in the 8th. Okay, Rich Halas trails by 22 pins. 4 frames to go. Didn't get the head pin, and as a result, he has the 1, 2, 9, and 10 to work on, and no wood to help. Got the 1, but that's it. Now still has the 2, 9, and 10. So it's an 8 box. He picked up 1 pin only. 21 pin lead. 3 boxes to go, and he's opposite a spare. Got a break as the 10 pin went down, and he has a triangle on the left to pick up for a spare, made up of the 4, 7, and 8. Missed the 4. It's a 10. But that puts him at 90. Peter is at 79, and of course came in with a 32 pin lead. Seven. 4, 7, and 10 are the pins that are there, and he's got wood, 2 pieces of wood out in front here. He wanted to catch just the edge of the piece of wood and kick it over towards where the 6 and 10 are, but didn't get it. Now he takes them out for a 10 box, puts them at 96. After a pair of 132s, he's right now even with a spare and a 10. 5 and 10. That's what's standing, but there's wood against the 10, which makes it a bigger target. He'll be trying to kick over and get it. He did, but it didn't go. He kicked over that 5. It hit the piece of wood, but it did not knock down the 10. It's a 9. 105 and a 369. Hawk would need a 137 to tie. He has a possible spare. 3, 6, 9, and 10. Nope, the 9 didn't go. So this will put him at 100. And needing a 137, he can't get it even with 3 strikes. So Peter Flynn has won it all. He wins the 3rd string also. Hawk has the 1, 2, 4, and 9. Just the 2 out of there. A 7, 107, and Richie Halas congratulates Peter Flynn. Richie had himself a good ride here as he beat Charlie Jutras, Al Wentzick, Mike Sargent, and got himself 3 strikes in a row for $1,000. He's also at 408, which puts him in good company. He's still in the running for our championship show. So there it is, new champion Peter Flynn, 369, and Rich Halas, 339. So our jackpot starts all over again at 50, and since we empty out all the cards right after that, as you can see, there aren't too many in here. And all we ask is that when you're sending in your card, remember the address again. Won't you put your name and address, take a guess at what you think the total pinfall would be, both bowlers combined. Send it along, please, to Candlepin Bowling, WCVB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts. Zip code 02192. And if I draw your card, even if you're nowhere near, like today, from 698 to 718, you will receive at least a couple of prizes. Today, the card drawn will receive these prizes.
A Hyponex plant food gift set contains fine quality Hyponex care products. Grow bigger, hardier plants with Hyponex plant food. Hyponex makes houseplants grow like crazy. And a flare trim decorating kit. Flare Trim, the easy-to-apply pre-pasted wall covering. Borders designed to give the finishing decorative touch to any painted wall. And Conair, leader in hair care, brings you the finest products available today. Jerry Redding's European styling foam and milk and honey shampoo, plus Conair professional styling brushes.
Okay, now from $6.98 to $7.18, what are we going to have here? That's worth $50. This one is Peggy Coughlin, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. And what did we say? $6.98 to $7.18. Her guess is $7.19. Okay. Oh, son of a gun. Right, missed by one. All right, next week is going to be worth $100. Peter, you get first shot at our high-low jackpot, which is worth $100. Okay, Hawk. Still there. Go get it. Not quite. Okay, Hawk, come on over. Peter and Sean right there, and Rich here. Rich, you knew eventually you were going to get the small one.
Yeah, eventually.
And $300. I want to thank you because you brought us a lot of great bowling, and you still got the 408, and we'll look forward to having you on a championship show. Okay?
I hope so, yeah.
All right. Peter. Hi, Sean. How are you? Hi, Sean. Daddy's going to win this big trophy right here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he's also winning $700 plus $250 in bonus money.
Hey,
All right.
a terrible last swing.
And you also, as a first-time winner, get Florence Greenleaf's book, The Game of Candlepin Bowling. Come back next.